let's get this started. Here we are. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. I think I turned the music way too far down. I think we're looking good here. I see some people in the chat already. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the live stream. How exciting is the live stream today, you ask? Very is my response. We are editing some amazing photos, I have to say, today. Yeah, okay. Okay, I have a couple of quick little things to do here. I'm pretty dark. Can I fix that? Better, okay. Post that. Okay, so while we're just warming up here, thank you so much everybody who submitted photos to be edited on the stream today. I'm so thankful to all of you. There's like a healthy variety. I think there's like 25 or something right now. And you know, I don't know if there's more submitted during the stream as well. Like I could probably pluck those too, but we got a nice healthy variety of like some great images. You guys surprised me. And we'll rifle through those here in just a second. Let's see. What am I doing with my life? Let me know if the music is too quiet or too loud or whatever. My levels look okay, but just as always, guys, just let me know. All right, that looks good. Not worried about that. The one thing I forget to do is change the Instagram bio to the live stream link, so just bear with me for a second. Because I can schedule everything else, just not that. I see Tim. Hi, Tim. Michelle, hello, hello. And Easy Moments, hello there. Welcome to the live stream. I don't think you've been here before. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So many. Yeah. And I already know there's a bunch of people who have been, been reaching out and been like, I'll be late, but I'm coming. So I can't wait. I think it's going to be a nice chill live stream. And I'm so excited to touch up some of these images. Yeah, editing other people's work. It's a little intimidating, I have to say, but I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a learning experience for sure. All right. What did I say I was doing? Oh, yeah. Okay. Lord. I do not have time for that phone call. Thank you. I'll try not to. Extremely intimidating. I should have checked if I had low latency on this before I did it. Yeah, we're low latency. Okay, good. Okay, just making sure Instagram is all set. Awesome. I think we're ready. Yeah? Who's ready to see some images edited, y'all? Okay. I was kind of panicking a little bit getting the stream set up at the last second, so let me just like... Okay. That's done. That's done. I don't need that. We're not doing any giveaways today, so I don't need to worry about that tab I had open for no reason. That's good. That's good. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is gonna be fun. Okay. That's good. I don't think I need that, but I'll keep it open. Excellent. Excellent, you guys. Okay. All right, let's get started, yeah? All right, here we are. All right, announcement time, y'all. Earlier today, very exciting, I launched my first preset collection. Isn't that crazy? So some of the presets that you've been seeing me edit with on these live streams over the last couple of weeks are now available in a collection. There's a mobile box, there's a desktop box, and there's a complete collection that has both of them put together. All kinds of shenanigans, and I'll talk about this a little bit more later in the stream, but they're available right now on my website, shabbyjohn.com/presets, and there's a link in the bio if you're interested. And there's a free one here. The Chewy Blue preset is one of my first developed presets that I made. This one is from all the way back in New York City for me, and this one is free. You can pick that up right now. No cost to you at all. How fun. All right, so that's that on the announcement stuff. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's early. Okay. Oh, come on. Don't be so hard on yourself. Michelle. Presets, I don't think should ever be used as a one-click edit. Some people do that, and I think it's kind of obvious. Presets are intended for you to experiment, you know? I learned a great deal about editing by using presets, or presets that weren't mine, you know, grabbing images and experimenting with different creator presets. I picked up a while ago, I think it was a collection of like 500 different creator presets and stuff, and I sorted through like every single one of them and noted like there was essentially like a notebook of like how different settings were like affecting the image and stuff like that, and like I'm like entirely self-taught with photo editing, and I owe it the majority of that to experimenting with presets. So that's why I have one of them for free. So if you guys like are interested in experimenting with editing or anything like that, like you can do that right now. That's a little spiel on presets. All right, guys, look at this collection of images here. My little subscriber thingy is in the way a little bit, but I have 23 imported here, and let's just rifle through these and just kind of take a quick peek before we start editing. A lovely deer shot, and I do apologize because during the submission process, I think I could have done it a little bit differently. There are no names attached to these unless the file has your name on it already. So I have a bunch of images here, and I'm not quite 100% certain whose is whose. So if you see your image pop up, just like shout at me and let me know. Okay, so I got this one deer and this lovely steamship photo. That's incredible. Look at the greens in the background behind. It's so crunchy too. What was this taken on? Is this Sony? Wicked. The greens behind the boat are just nuts. This looks like it's edited already, but I don't think it is. All right, we got some cabin photos. Lovely. Really excited about this. I went out and tried shooting cabins last week. And it was disastrous. I almost got my car stuck trying to get out there. So I'm excited to touch this one up. Lovely shoreline photo. I'm looking at the water and the waves. And there's kind of like some greens and blues in there. That's going to be fun to mess with. And the San Francisco bridge. Is that the name of the bridge? Yikes, John. A nice hazy photograph. I think this one is an iPhone photo, so this will be a little bit trickier to work with, but equally as exciting. I have a graduation photo here, which was kind of a surprise submission, honestly. I don't remember who's it. I think I have a guess about whose this is, but anyways. Yeah. So the question is for this, do I edit it like it's a graduation photo, like I'm being paid by somebody to do that, or do I just kind of give it my own spin? We'll have to see. We'll have to see what we're feeling when we get to it. Another shoreline photo. I don't know where this is, but again, lovely. There's lots of texture in the waves and the rock right up next to the shoreline and in the distance. Look at that, nice and crunchy. So that's going to be good to edit. And this photo, look at this cute dog. Oh my gosh, I love it. Cute puppy alert, y'all. Really moody picture of a guitar. You can see in the shadows already, there's greens. Yeah, some lovely greens in the shadows here. So we'll have to see how that looks once we start getting on. It's Presque Isle. Thank you. Is that one of your shots? Or do you just recognize it? Presque Isle. I'm not in Presque Isle a lot during the summertime, so I guess I might not recognize it. Great, thanks for the tip, hot tip. Lovely. This is like a couple shot. I'm excited to touch that up. Wholesome stuff. You guys have some great images. I love this. And then, yeah, there's like some artsy shenanigans. Y'all are crazy. Okay, recognize it. Great. There's some artsy stuff in here. This one's a little off center. I'll have to reframe this one. I love that the girl in the background is sharp and in focus, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that one. That's gonna be good. This one weirded me out because I know the photographer that took this, and I always thought that these images that she does are stitched together, like two separate images, like in Photoshop, they're done in post. But this is a raw file that she submitted. So that means that she's been accomplishing this look in camera, which is fiercely intimidating. Wow. A nice overhead shot. Yeah. I don't edit drone photography at all, so this is going to be super fun to pick through. I'm excited about this one. This is going to be a challenge. Looking forward to it. I think that's an alligator, which is a little, yeah, alligator. I think there's some wildlife photography, of course. There's this one. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Freaks me out. He's looking straight at the camera. Do you see that? Yikes. Awesome. Some downtown city shots, some swamp images here, and a castle. Y'all are so well traveled. Where are these places? I love it. Downtown shot. I believe this is another iPhone shot or something. This is going to be a little bit more of a challenge, I think. Yeah, but it's going to be good. Interesting. I'm excited. Yeah. Great. Some morning, some day. Guys, there is just such a nice, healthy variety of images here. This is so wild. And if you think that you're too late to submit images, I mean, go ahead and there's a link in the description down below as well. It's not too late. Go ahead and submit if you've got some extra things, or if you think you can if you think you can add to the pool of amazing images, go ahead and submit those. And if I get through these fast enough, I'll go back and re-import some. Yeah, but for now, let's just get started, huh? I'm just gonna start from the front and work all the way to the back because I didn't put these in order. This is just how they came, so we're just gonna roll with it. All right. Wow. All right. So first off, I'm gonna treat all of these like they're Instagram images, by the way. So I'm just gonna crush for the. I'm just rolling with the 4x5. Lovely. I have some deer photos myself, but I never. What do I want to do with this? Well, first off, I think I want to see. I'm using these presets here to kind of see where I think I could take the photo. What is this one? It's so bright. Interesting. More of a sepia look. I'm not sure if I'm going for that, though. I think I want to keep those greens in here. Or I could turn them orangey. I don't know. This will be fun. So as always, if I use any presets during this editing live stream, these presets are mine and created by me. And you'll see now that I do have the Auburn collection here. That is brand spanking new, so I'll be using those a little bit today. All of these presets that I'm using today are mine. The work is already in. And if that weirds you out, I'm sorry. I use presets, not all the time on, I think I like this one. I don't use presets all the time on live streams. I would say most of the time though, because it just wastes. I usually have a lot of images to get through, and it sucks up a lot of time going from scratch. So I like to just. Wow. Okay, I already know which way I want to go with this photo. Okay. I'm gonna go for these. Yeah, I like that graduated filter in there. I'm gonna go kind of like typical Instagram wildlife with this one a little bit, and that's okay because. Wicked image. Wicked. Okay. I think I like the graduated filter I had before. We'll see. I'm just gonna, wow. No, thank you. I'm gonna do this for now, and we'll see how we adjust it later. I want to brighten up the sky even more. And what's this on the bottom? I think this one's fine. This is probably just darkening the foreground. Correct. Just adjust it a little bit. And let's go ahead and isolate the subject. What are all these filters? Is this one already doing that? Yeah, it's an exposure bump. Okay, so let's delete the one I just created. And let's play with this one. Texture a little bit. Saturation just a tiny. And clarity. Exposure's already up. I'm happy with it. Yeah, okay. Let's just leave it there for now. And then this one. What are you doing down here? Blurring the foreground. Excellent. Love that. How is everybody doing today? Wow. I hope everyone's having a really nice chill day. Nothing crazy, nothing too exciting. Okay. So I'm thinking this photo, although it does have some lovely texture, I think I need it just a little bit. Wildlife can, I don't know. I like to steer wildlife just a little bit whimsical. So I'm gonna pull the clarity back just a little bit, but I think I'll keep some of the texture. The blacks, let's deepen those. Shadows, I think I can pull up just a smidge. Highlights needs to come down. What about there? I think I'm happy with where that's at. If anything, I think I might pull the shadows a little bit. No, I'm not sure if I like that. No. Too finicky. Let's leave it alone. Okay, I'm happy with that there. Let's take a look at the primaries. Yeah, I definitely like it a little bit more yellow. Here. Yeah, like muted yellow. That's a really good look for this. I'm gonna lower the saturation on the red primary there. And pull the blue just a little bit to the right. And saturate it up. Yeah. Yeah, like right there, that looks good. James, welcome to the live stream. The swamp was my city park. Oh, lovely. And my city images and the castle are both from my trip to Toronto. Oh, so we're editing. We're editing photos from another country, James. Thank you so much for your submissions. I left one of your photos out, I think, and I think you could probably guess which one. Like you said in the last stream, I'll just keep that one just for me. But thank you all the same. I'm excited. The castle one in particular, James, I'm excited to get into. That one's gonna be fun. Okay. It's saucy, I'll tell you that. Okay. Highlight, sorry, post-crop vignetting just a little bit. Let's see what their profile corrections look like. Yeah, I think disabled for this. Let's do some noise reduction. Let's lower the sharpening, like I said, because I want this to feel just a little bit more whimsical. I'm happy with that. Shadows. I think blue is gonna be fine. I'm gonna pull that up. Highlights. Let's see what the highlights look like in different spots. I think I might go just a little bit orange. It is kind of orange already. Ooh, sensitive. Right about there. That looks good. Okay. And lower that. Midtones. I'm fairly confident that the midtones are gonna look fine. Just a smidge blue, and I'm right. That looks good. And I think I might just leave that slider a little bit down. -11, fine. All right, and I'm gonna lower the exposure just, no, didn't like that. Highlights can go down. Highlights, and I think I wanna drop shadows just a little bit more. Okay, now let's fix this graduated filter up here, because I want this to be like... I don't want to like, I don't know. Tricky, tricky, tricky. I could easily do this in Photoshop, but I'm thinking I don't want to do that. I don't want to totally ruin it either. We just got to find the right combination of sliders. No. I want it to be hazy without it being wonky. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's so much. There's so many. There's crunchy detail in the tree branches up here. This might be a Photoshop touch-up to make the top of the photo a little less abrasive. Well, let's duplicate the blurry filter here, the radial on the bottom. Let's duplicate that at least. Okay. It doesn't have to be crazy either. I just want it to look like... I think we both know the look I'm going for here. That sky, though, it's sensitive. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is a Photoshop. This is one I should do in Photoshop. But essentially, I just want to kind of do that. Yeah, I think it's just gonna look a little bit smarter in Photoshop. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, and I'll finish this one up later. Let's look at the before and after, though. Before, after. Look at that, so moody. So moody, y'all. That's gonna be like what my grid looks like in the summertime. I'm looking forward already. Like, I'm having a really fun time with all the blue tones and stuff like that, but I think, like, I'm always looking forward to the next season. I'm always like, ooh. It gives me time to figure out exactly what I want to do, though. Yeah, looks good. All right, moving on. This one. Holy heck. So obviously this one is too grand, and I can't crop this for Instagram because it would be a disservice to the entire photograph. So I think we're just going to go for a general... No, I don't like that. Let's just keep it like that. Yeah, whatever. This can be just for fun. I want to even out the ship here, so there's equal spacing on the left and the right. As close as I can get it, like right about there. Wow, it's just unreal, this picture. And look at that, the thirds, they line up so the ship's sitting right on top of it. This looks like a painting. Who took this picture? I love it. Okay, so there is quite a bit of fog in here, so I think we're gonna have to be a little bit careful here. It looks like a painting. This image is wild. Okay. I'm not like really liking any of these, actually. If anything, that one, but I don't think that's too much. Let's try fog, because that's appropriate. And let's tone down those hues, huh? Yeah, the vibrance, I think, can come down quite a bit, like that. Okay. Yeah, the clouds are looking just a little bit splotchy. So I think I'm gonna try and keep it a little bit brighter. I'd like to lean into the fog as much as I can, because I think that's such a unique look. This just straight up looks like a painting. I can't believe this picture. Okay, highlights. I'll pull up just a little bit. Shadows down, definitely. I think white's can afford to go up just a little bit. Black's up just a little bit as well. Texture. Yeah, usually you're battling fog with textured elements, but they look like they're doing pretty nicely right now, so I don't want this to look too crazy. I want to keep as much texture on the ship as I can, obviously. But if you start putting too much texture in and around fog, it starts to look really grainy, so I might just have to do some noise reduction on that later. No. Wicked. Wicked. I think I want to pull this just a little bit. I like the red highlights, but I want to lower the shadows just a little bit. Okay. I'm good with that there. Alright, saturation. I'm gonna pull the orange down. I think it's just a little too intense. Hi, James. What's going on with you? Yeah, I think the dehaze might be a little too intense, so I'm gonna tone it. I'm gonna pull it back. -10. Yeah, I'm fine with that there. Okay. Let's look at the primaries. Yeah, I'm gonna bump that just a little bit. Lower the saturation just a smidge. Saturation down. And blues. Look at the blues. James. Did I? Oh, that's my own fault then. Yeah, I think this is kind of inevitably going towards a little bit of a sepia look, and you know what? It's just gonna be what it's gonna be, you know? What can I do about it? Since there's so much bright white in this photo, I have to be careful with the vignetting. All right, here's the noise reduction. Let's see if we can't touch this up. There, that crunched it out, didn't it? Let's pull it down just a little bit there. Okay, this looks better. Just had to balance those out, and now it's looking a little less like an old photograph. Still like a painting though. Wild. Hues. I already played with these. Yes, I did. Luminance. Yeah. So this is the one that's directly affecting the fog. I'll pull it down just a smidge because I want the fog to be present, but I don't want it to be like overwhelming the ship. You know what I mean? Unless that was a look that I was going for, but I don't think so. Not for this one. Thank you so much again, everybody, for submitting all of these wonderful photos for editing on the live stream. I'm truly honored that y'all would trust me with your raw files. I think this is so fun. Yeah. I'm not gonna do just, you know, I've said it already a few times in the last couple live streams, but just so it's said again, I'm not gonna do anything with these photos apart from edit them on the stream. You know, I'm not trying to gain ownership or anything like that. I'm not gonna repackage these in any way. These are just for editing for fun on the stream today. Editing with friends. Just having fun, that's it. Okay. Okay, I think contrast. I can't tell if I want it. I can slow it. I'm gonna slow it down. Plus 10, plus 12. Looks good. Let's see what this looks like once it loads in. Wow. This is amazing. I love this image. Some kind of bird, or is it a drone? I just spotted a drone in this photo. Do you see that? It's really small. It doesn't look like a bird though, or does it? It might just be a bird, but honestly, that would be a cool drone shot from the top. Yeah, wow, that's great. Lovely picture. It's looking a little bit pink. Do you agree? I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. So let's just play around with the shadow tint here and see if we can't. I do actually think I like that a little bit. So I'm going to meet in the middle and just go negative 30 on the shadows here. No, too much. Let's go negative 20. It's a little bit better. A little more tame. Let's look at before. Wow. After. I don't know. Did I lean too heavy into this foggy look? I love the green color in the trees behind the boat, but the fog is just like so sensitive. I'm wondering if I should pull the haze down even more. Dehaze it just a little bit like that. Let's see what that looks like. I don't know. There's like, yeah, see, we're losing detail in the trees in the background. And I think that's just because there's like so much fog in the air. Some of these sliders that I'm yanking around don't really know what to do with that information. So they're just kind of picking something and rolling with it. So I think I have to keep it a little bit hazy, unfortunately, but I think I can lower highlights maybe and help get some of that back. Yeah, like that. I think that looks a little better. That looks better for sure. Yeah, it just starts to look really splotchy. Fog. Fog is hard to work with, people. But if you can find, yeah, I was gonna give you like a whole speech there, but I'm not going to. This photo looks good. Let's look again at the before and the after. I've definitely gone with a brighter look, but you know what? When you're working with fog, you just kind of have to pick something and roll with it. So that was fun. Look at that. This is a great image. I love it. Moving on, cabin photo, yes! I do confess, I may have been rushing the last two photos because I was excited to get to this one. Don't come after me, okay. Let's go for that 4x5 because we're back in the vertical territory. This photo is obviously taken with a bit of an upwards angle, so the cabin's gonna look naturally a little bit bigger than the in the foreground. And we have some lovely sky here. Let's see what this looks like. What kind of look should we go for here? This one's quite fun. Nah, never mind. I don't like what it's doing to the sky. I could go for like total winter cabin vibes here, but I don't know. No, don't like that. Is this going to be a from scratch photo? I'd rather it not be because we have a lot of photos to get through, but I'm not really seeing any kind of looks here from any of my pre-existing presets that I'm really wild about. I could just start with this one and just go from here. Let's do that. All right, let's lower that. I think we can get just a little yellow. Treat this like it was taken at like sunset or something. Let's suck some of those shadows out. Okay, tricky. I want to keep as much detail, or I want to see as much of this cabin as possible. So I'm gonna do a little shifty situation here, and I'm gonna raise the exposure of the cabin. Like that. There's some texture in the shadows with the trees on the snow on the roof there, so I'm trying to save that. this a little bit less crazy. Like that. Yeah. Clarity. Yes. Yes. Lovely. It's a lovely shot. Hopefully I don't butcher it. Let me know if I'm ruining your photos at any point and I'll just bail, okay? Okay, I think that's a good place to start. The cabin's already popping just a little bit. It does look a little green, and I'm not sure if that's a look that I want to lean into, so let's just keep on trucking. Yeah. Okay, let's figure out these hues here. Yeah, definitely a little bit that way. I think about halfway. Right about there. For the yellows, orange. Let's leave kind of in the middle. I don't want to mess with the orange too much. Woo, was that sky? Yeah, yikes. All right, let's keep that as natural as possible because that's a little terrifying. Okay, I can pulse with the saturation out, and that's gonna help to pop the cabin even more, losing some of the blue in the sky. I don't think we need to worry about luminance too much though. Do I wanna roll that way? No, I don't think so. Let's brighten up the sky a little bit. The greens in the trees, yes. Yes on that. Yeah, I like that look. I like it. It looks good. Okay. Okay, where's my... I may have gotten a little ahead of myself here. Okay, let's do that. No, I think I like that there. And then let's see what this... There's a couple of different colors in these trees that are making it a little bit difficult to try to pin exactly what I want to do with it. And the top is looking a little oversaturated. Do you agree? Let's see if I can take some of that out. Or maybe it's not saturated enough. I want the cabin to pop and not the trees in the sky, but unfortunately that's kind of the way the picture is yanking me. I don't have to desaturate it that much. Let's just do a little bit and just adjust it later if we need to. I can't really tell what the problem is. We'll take some adjusting to figure it out. Okay, where was I? I was in mid-tone territory, wasn't I? Oh yes, the blues, for sure. Look at that. Let's darken it up just a smidge. All right, shadows. I think we're still in blue territory. Let's brighten that. And then I think... Yeah, I think yellow was the way to go on that. Okay, balance. This one's tricky. I will admit, this one's a little tricky. I thought this would be easier. That's okay. We're here for the challenge, aren't we? No, definitely unenabled. Unenabled. I think the magic's gonna happen in these primaries, honestly. This picture needs some love and I'm not quite sure. Ooh, there we go. We're getting rid of some of the some of the yellows and the trees in the background here behind the cabin are kind of just, they're pulling attention away from the cabin. So if I drag the green primary this way, it kind of yanks those out a little bit. So I think I'm gonna do that. I might lean into a bit of a bluer look then and keep it cool. There is snow on the cabin, so it's not gonna look weird. Yeah. Desaturate the blue primary just a little bit. Boost the red just a smidge. And shadows, we can go just a smidge green, -6. Okay, I think we found a slightly new direction with this photo. Yeah. It's a cute cabin. Is this someone's personal property? I mean, the photographers, or something they stumbled upon. I would love to know. It's cute. Okay, let's pull the oranges out just a little bit. Yellows we can accentuate just a little bit because it's kind of playing into the siding of the cabin here. There's some sun rays hitting it, and I think that'll help give the cabin some depth. Make it look a little less two-dimensional. The aqua, the same thing. Let's change the hues just a little bit on the aqua. I know I said I didn't want to touch those earlier, but here we are. Yeah, this is turning into a blue photograph, and I think that's just the way we gotta roll with it. The sky is blue. I think the rest of it just has to kind of be a little bit blue. Like that. What's the before look like? Oh, that's miles different. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This just feels like I was trying to make it work in some of the other color areas, but it just wasn't clicking. The blue just seems like the natural way to go with this. I'd be interested to know what the photographer did for the edit for this one themselves, because I found working with some of those, the orange, yellow, green, or orange, yellow, reds, that was a little tricky to work around. Okay, I think this is fine. We'll just leave it here for now, I guess. Maybe I'll take another pass at it later. That's the before, that's the after. We've really made an effort to make the cabin pop as much as possible, and I think that's really working here. You can see almost nothing on this side of the cabin on the left-hand side here, and it's now, look at all that stuff that's saved in there. It's great. I do think our efforts to make the cabin pop are making the trees on the side pop just a little bit too, and if I wanted to, I could get in there and get really nitpicky, but I don't think I need to do that for this stream, so I'm just gonna leave it right there for now. Yeah, I'll come back to it later. Next. Ho ho! All right, now we got some shoreline shenanigans happening here. All right, so first things first, let's straighten out this horizon line right there. Perfect. And let's look at the thirds. Do I want to keep some of the foreground elements in? I think so. Sky is boring. Yeah. I'm looking at the viewfinder here. Which way do I want to go? I think to the left, yeah. Because I like this little puddle in the foreground. That's kind of fun. All right. Now I do believe this is an iPhone shot, so let's see what it's gonna look like. Okay, so right away, the Auburn preset here is doing some great stuff to the water that I like. But let's keep rolling. That's not bad either. That's a no on that. Some of these people. This one's not bad. I like the color of the water here. This makes it look like Mars. Do you guys know Mars has water? Look at it. The evidence is right there, right in front of your face. Huh. It's pixelating the clouds like crazy. I think we're gonna stick with, which one did I say? Yeah, let's hit Auburn and then adjust. Okay. So I think we're gonna, yeah, the water, I'm already happy with the water. Look at that. The sky's a little distracting though. Let's see if we can pull some of that out. I don't want to like blow it out, you know, but something's gotta give here. I just want it to look a little bit more white than blue because the blue in the top left corner and the top left and the top right in particular are a little distracting. So I'm gonna do that, and then actually I'm gonna grab some, let's just brush it out, yeah? Brush, 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 brush. Brush. Yeah, okay. I can touch that up again later if I want to. All right, now let's play around here. So the contrast is doing wonderful stuff for the water, but I think it's kind of ruining the foreground. So, I don't want to lose the water stuff. It's so good. It's oh so good. Let's darken up the foreground, and actually let's grab. Oh, I've already got some filters working here. Okay. Oh, I got another one. Okay. Shadows. Yeah, I like the water a lot. If I am correct and this is an iPhone shot, it is. Yeah, the HEIC. I'm surprised at how versatile it is. It's pretty flexible. I wasn't thinking I was gonna get that. This is not one of the Pro Raw iPhone images, I don't think, because I think that has a different extension, file extension. Yeah, I want to lean into the saturation, but I don't want to do it for the water. Should I, or the foreground? Should I brush out the saturation on the rocks? I think I want to, because it's just like, bleh. The oranges are just too distracting for me, personally. Okay, let's see how good did we do? Okay, that'll just help us a little bit going forwards. I can raise the blacks a little bit. Whites I'm actually gonna lower just a smidge. I do like the dehaze a little. I'm gonna pull it down just a smidge though. And clarity. I'm just paying attention to the water right now. I'm probably gonna have to go back and fix the foreground. Alex, you made it. Glad to see you in the stream, and it's not too late. If I cruise through these photos, we're lickety split, and you're sitting on some images, you can still submit them, and then if I have time at the end, I'll pull some more in. No pressure though, because yeah, this is fun. So we'll probably do another one of these again in the future. let's take a break really quick for a second, guys. It's time for a plug. I have still got a few copies left of my poetry book, An Inch of Whiskey. They're $10 off right now on my store. I'm not sure if there's a link in the bio, but you can find it linked through my website. Yeah, I got a few copies left. I've sent out a couple. Thank you so much to everybody who placed an order. Wild. It's normally $35 on Amazon, but I have it $10 off for $25 on my personal store. Super fun. Back to the edits. That was a quick plug. I'm getting better at this. Thank you, James. I appreciate your support. Oh yeah, okay. So I think, hang on. Yeah, there's more people in here. I'll do another one of these because I did one at the beginning too. Guys, announcement. I have presets. Presets are live. I was hinting at them a little bit last week, but they're finally up. I launched them earlier today. I have presets available, shybyjohn.com/presets. I have right here. So this look that I was doing on my Instagram for a while, kind of summer and early winter. These are the presets that I use to edit all of these different kinds of looks I have packaged together in the Auburn Complete Collection right here. And the Complete Collection is a combination of desktop and mobile presets kind of put together, but they are also available individually. So I have the Auburn desktop presets and the mobile presets. That's all there. And if you're interested in experimenting with photo editing, there is a free preset here also. The Chewy Blue preset is available for download right here. $0, add to cart. Start playing around with those. Yeah. Okay, second plug over. Okay. Wow. Oh, I've gone and done that like an idiot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to... I don't know what that's doing. Nothing, it looks like. Leave it alone, John. Okay, so do I want the water more green or more blue? I think I like it's right in the middle. I get a little bit of both, and I think that gives it some lovely character. So I'm just gonna bump the saturation on the red primary just a smidge. How many times this stream do you think I say just a smidge? I'm gonna adjust that. I think that was fine where it was actually. And blue, this is the touchy one for this one. A lot of those teal colors in here. It's doing weird stuff to the sky. I'm just gonna leave it alone. How's this looking? Before? After? Yeah, this is an iPhone image, not a ProRAW. This is just regular iPhone capture, and I am honestly really surprised at how flexible this is to work with. Lovely image. I think the colors look a little bit unnatural though, so let's see if we can adjust that a little bit. I think it's the foreground that looks the weirdest to me right now, and it does look a little oversaturated. I'm gonna raise the shadows a little bit. Ooh, highlights blue maybe? Just a smidge. Nobody steal that. Okay, I think we're pulling it. It's looking a little bit more natural now. I think I just needed to fix those highlights. And then we can give it back in the midtones just a little bit. I think we just needed to readjust where that yellow was landing. Yeah, this is looking much better. Global, what's that global doing? Yes, let's get some of that aqua blue. Just a little. Saturation low on that. Almost nothing. Yeah. Luminance. We can bump up the luminance. Look at that. Look at that. Before, after. Yeah, this is looking good. I do think the foreground is almost kind of too distracting. I think I want to pull it up a little. Like right there. Yeah, that looks better. It's a little too present. Thank you, James. You're on top of that for me. Appreciate that. Okay. No, actually, I'm not sure if I want to keep going on this one. Pull the contrast back just a little bit, like that. I think I'm happy with this right now. I might try to like blur up the foreground just a little bit, you know? Pull some of the sharpness out. Just a little, like down here. Oh, Michelle, is this your photo? This looks great. I think this was my photo. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was, right? I'm noticing the highlights are totally lost on that wave right there. So let's pull some of these highlights. No! No! It's gonna ruin the image. Highlights, highlights, highlights. Like that. I liked how bright the water is, but I am losing, or is it whites? Can I fix the whites? No, it's the highlights. Ah, that's okay. I can just have one wave that's a little bit off. We've saved it just a little bit. Just like that, okay. Yeah. Thank you for submitting this photo, Michelle. Looks great. Nice, moving on. Oh, I think this is definitely yours, Michelle. Yeah, actually, Michelle, I was surprised. There was a lot of flexibility with this shot. iPhone images surprised me a little bit on this one. Yeah, quite flexible. All right. This is the second image of the day here that has a lot of fog in it. I'm gonna crop out the fence. I don't think it needs, you pretty much nailed the angle here. Yeah, it looks great. Okay, let's see what looks good. Ooh, moody. Is that first photo that you submitted, Michelle, is that from California as well? I'm wondering if I just copied and pasted the settings over, if it looks kind of similar. Let's try it, see what happens. Same iPhone, same day maybe? Let's see what it does. Oh, it's Marquette? Wild. Okay, well, this is probably a mistake then. Let's see what it looks like anyways. We're having fun, right? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's taking care of that foreground. Yeah, oh my gosh, let's work on this from here. Tim, yes, we biked so many hills to get to this photo. So what you're saying is that you worked for this shot. Congratulations, you're a photographer. I love it. So many hills. It's worth it. It was worth it. I'm curious how many people were standing over there. I think usually people take pictures from the other side of the bridge. Am I right? I don't really know. Where are the spots? Or are they just people snapping pictures from every direction of that bridge? I'm curious. Okay, well, let's continue to work on this because I think these colors are lovely. Here's this filter, brightening it up the sky a little bit. I think I want to give some of the fog back, so I'll just do that. Yeah, these foreground elements. Yes! Oh my gosh. I'm so surprised. Look at that. That's nuts. This is an iPhone photo? Y'all don't need a camera, an expensive as butt camera, to get good photographs. Holy crap. I think this is the side of the bridge where people take photos on. Okay, so this is the side of the bridge. Yeah, I never know which side. I'm impressed. Wow. Okay. So I think we can afford to brighten it up just a little bit. Boop. iPhone 6? What? I was expecting like 10, 11. No. Are you kidding me? If you're not, I mean, obviously this would be a different story if you were trying to print this photo large. But for Instagram, like heck. That's wild. This is a good shot. And I'm just, yeah, I'm kind of perplexed. iPhone is flexible. This might be on the new, okay, so this might be iPhone 11. All right. Either way, still impressed. It wasn't obvious, Michelle, but it is now. So thank you for outing yourself. Okay, I'm gonna raise shadows just a smidge. There it is again, just a smidge. Blacks can come up too a little bit. Let's make it look smoky. Smoky. Yes, let's get it moody. Moody AF. Let's not go quite so crazy with that one. Like right about there. Yeah, I want to preserve. I don't want the clouds to just be totally blown out, so let's preserve that as we can. Yes! Moody photograph, people. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna pull there's some aqua tones in the water that I'm gonna try and rescue just a little bit because I don't think, is that just affecting that one sliver? It is, yikes. Okay, well, maybe never mind. Maybe never mind, just a little bit. Also, by the way, everybody, as you can see there on the bottom right of your screen, we are only 5 subscribers away from the 100-mile YouTube, or 100-mile, the 100 subscriber YouTube milestone. That's what I meant to say. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. 100 is the big one. Everyone always says it gets a little bit easier after that. Not that I care about it being easy, but the first 100 is important. So if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Let's cross that 100 together on the live stream today. The pressure's on. Am I supposed to do like a 100 subscriber special or something like that? Do people normally do videos for that? Maybe I should have thought about that. I haven't put any thought into it at all. Anyways, okay. So I think, so since, yes, we all want a Tesla. Okay, so since this is obviously like a bit of a monument, it's so recognizable. The fog is helping a little bit, but the Golden Gate, is this, okay, so correct me, is this the Golden Gate Bridge? Is that what this bridge is? I don't know. Either way, I think it's naturally supposed to be a red bridge, and it's looking a little bit orange. It is the Golden Gate. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna save just, I don't want it to be like an unfamiliar photograph to anybody who might recognize it, so I'm just gonna pull the orange back towards the red just a little bit, and I think that's gonna make it look a little bit closer to reality. I don't want this to look totally wild. And then the orange, I'm gonna push it that way a little bit. Yeah, looking good. Guys, I am impressed with this photo. Okay, here's the green. So it's the green? The water is green, I guess, in this photo. Wicked, okay. Oh, I said wicked again, James, go for it. Wow, I'm not really sure if I want to do anything else to this photo. Can I darken the foreground even more? This one? Yes, yes! Wow, you guys! I'm so impressed with this. iPhone surprising me right now. I do think I can I'm gonna texture up the bridge just a little bit and hope that it doesn't pull some of the fog with it. Yeah, it's just this mid section here. I'm gonna sharpen it up just a little bit. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Don't panic. Nobody panic. I can contrast it a little bit and some texture, just a little bit. Okay, what's that looking like? Here's the before, and here's the after. You guys, thank you so much for submitting this photo. This is a moody as heck shot. I had a feeling when I saw this too in the submission stack, I was like, I have a feeling this one's gonna be a good edit. Yeah, the highlights look a little bit bright in the clouds up here, but I'm just gonna ignore that and just call this good. Great. Lovely. Next. All right, here we go. Mystery graduate. Let's get it. Okay, so the question is, how about let's let chat vote on this. Do you think that I should edit this as if I was a hired photographer to capture and edit some graduation photos? Or do you think I should give this my own spin? So are we going for down the lane, exactly what you think the shot is gonna look like? Photos from graduation, you know, pretty bright with those crunchy blues, or do you wanna maybe have some fun with it? I don't know. I feel like I wanna do it the first way because that would be a challenge, because I don't do grad photos. I think that would be more of a challenge. I think I'm loosey-goosey with stuff already as it is. Galax says run with it. Oh. My instincts are pulling me a little bit towards the treat it like a pro shot, but I don't know. See, but that could be bad though, because if I do a terrible job with it, claiming that I'm doing it like a pro, I might undervalue myself by accident. Maybe I'll do a little bit of both. Or I'll start with it, maybe serious, and then we'll see if how it turns out. Run to the pro shot. Let's do something different. Something different. Okay, yeah, let's switch it up a little bit. Okay. Okay, so the question is, if I was this graduate, would I be posting this to Instagram? I think so. Instagram is like in the classroom, right? This makes it look like a dress though, this crop. I think I need his whole body in there. I can't really, I think, yeah. As long as the feet are there and the hat on the top, it's not the whole hat, but what am I gonna do? I can't really crop that any tighter or any looser. I wish the hat was lower. Maybe I just need like the top of his shoes. Can I just do that? I don't know. We can worry about the crop later. Anyways, let's see. I don't think any of these moody presets are gonna make this look like a like a graduation photo. That one may be overgrown. Let's try that. That's not bad. The blue is a little bit not quite the blue that it was originally. Let's just keep looking though. Some of these are just like so, gosh, I have like, do I have a problem? These presets are wild. Yeah, he no longer went to that school. Not the same blue, sorry. But let's try and save the blue because I think actually I'm happy with the greens in the background. Let's see what the blue does. Can we save it? Is that it? No. Ooh, there it is, right? We can make him look like the Statue of Liberty. He'd be happy about that, I'm sure, if I give this to him. Lovely. Okay, I think it just needs to go a little bit towards the purple. What's the before? It's a pretty deep blue though. I think the tone is right. I just need to. Like that? No, oh God, I think I'm screwing this up. If you're the graduate in this photo, I apologize. It looks a little purple. I would love to just like lock that blue and then just move everything else around, but don't know. The blue's not bad. It's not unrecognizable. I just don't think it's matching. The client is gonna kill me. I'm gonna have to leave the country. I can't deliver this. I'm liking this like fall shot. I was liking the green before, but I think I actually like the orange. Let's try and save his blue. Oh, I just saw it. Where was it? Right there? Is that it? That's pretty dang close, you know? I think I can probably... It does look a little purple still. Oh, yikes. Like right there. It's pretty close. I think the highlights are just a little muted. It's not quite that rich blue though. Jeez. Luckily there isn't more blue in the photo. I think it's changing the sky a little bit, but I can work around that. But yeah. Luckily, I'm kind of just changing the one. Yeah, I can see the sky a little bit, but kind of it's just the one thing that I'm adjusting. So I'm thankful about this. Like that, is that better? Oh, I feel like it's just so close. I feel like it's so close. You know what? I'm just gonna call that good because that's heckin' close. I think it's just the shadow adjustment down here that's doing the rest of that. It's making it just a little hazy. Or right here, shadows. Yeah, it's hazing it up a little bit. Yeah, that's spot on. It's just the shadows. That's okay. Well, let's lower that then and play with it from here. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Oh no! Oh no! I'm locked now with that modern profile. I can't change it because I matched the color. It's so close. Uh-oh. If I were actually doing, just so it's said, if I were actually doing this for a graduate, I would edit this for sure from the ground up so I had as much control over that blue as possible. And I would take the look and just make it uniform across all of the photos that I took of him. So, but we're just having fun, right? We're going pro, but we're giving it a bit of a twist. Pro with a modern edge. Pro Instagram, how about that? This isn't like the framed photo that the parents put in their house. This is like what he would post to his Instagram account if he has one. Yeah, this was taken on a pro camera, wasn't it? So like, is there a version of this that exists out there that has been given to this person already? Is there an after? I'd be curious if anyone in the chat took this photo. I don't know whose this is. If this is your photo and you've already edited it, and if this is like a client thing, let me know. I'd like to see after, like, let me edit it first and then let me know. I'd like to see what you guys did with it if this is your photo. Okay, so I'm gonna upload the highlights because those graduation photos, those senior photos, all that stuff, they always have wonderful highlights. They always make the faces look so bright. So I'm gonna try and do the same thing here. I'll pull the blacks up just a little bit. I do want to make him stand out. So I think let's lower the exposure of everything else kind of around him like that. Just make him pop just a little bit. There, he stands out so much better from the background. Lovely. I might need to do the same thing with the hat, but we'll just take it one step at a time here. Okay, that's a little concerning. Vibrance. Yeah, we can punch it. Saturation. No, we want this to be like a happy. It's a happy day, so let's make it like a bright and nice, glossy photo. Okay. Ah, what have I done? Like that. Oh gosh, I don't think I should have messed with that. Yeah, I've done so much work into it already. I think once you get far enough in on some of these images, you just kind of have to stop messing with some aspects of it. Okay, I messed with these a lot. Let's try with those trees one more time because I don't know. Oh gosh, I do think I like this orange look for me personally, but if we're treating this like a client thing, I think they would prefer it to be more naturally green. So let's solve that right away, you know? Like that. That's skin tones there, so let's not mess with that too much. Not like that. Nobody's claimed this photo in the chat yet, so I'm just gonna keep rolling with it. Like I said at the top of the stream, if you think I'm butchering your photo, you reserve the right to yank it off the stream immediately, all right? Just let me know. Lord, I'll give you that freedom, sure. Yeah, okay. Look at that. We're doing a nice job here. I do think it's looking a little bit too polished. Does that make sense? No, they always go crazy with these kind of photos. Whatever. Did we just dip? Are we still live? I saw the upload speed tank for a second there. Okay. Hopefully we're okay. I think... Yeah, I think I pulled the shadows up a little bit too much, so let's lower those again. And balance it out. Michelle is still here. Thank you so much for checking on that for me. Yeah, it's stable. Yeah, okay. All right, so am I gonna get through all of these photos today? I'm not sure if I will. I might have to do a part 2. We're like halfway done with the stream already, and I'm certainly not halfway through these photos, so. Unless we just want to like do some really quick edits, but I'm having fun with these. All right, noise reduction. We're gonna soften up. It's gonna inadvertently soften up the face. I could go in and just do that myself, but I'm just gonna let the computer do it for me. No, I like the darker on the outside because it's kind of isolating the subject a little bit, and the vignetting as well is fine. Now this is gonna, yeah, I've already changed the blues too much, so I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. Luminance. Let's check the green luminance. Thank you, James. I think we can afford to brighten these greens and these yellows just a little bit. Or no. Never mind. The yellows, just a smidge. Just a smidge. Yeah, I don't want to mess with the skin tones. Okay. What do we think, guys? Are we happy with this? What do you think? Do you think if he was a client, do you think he would be happy with that photo? The highlights are looking a little unnatural on his face. I am noticing. Hashtag just a smidge. Thanks, James. I don't know. I feel like, oh, and now that I'm punched in, you see all the saturation in the green in the background. It's looking really splotchy looking. Obviously, I would be approaching this with a lot more care. If I was actually doing this for real, but I don't know what that is. Is it the luminance of the yellows, maybe? Yeah, it's all splotchy. I don't notice it when I'm zoomed out though, so I'm just gonna leave it. Whatever. Done. We got more photos to get through. That looks fine. Yeah, that would be like it'd be fine for Instagram. Moving on. I think this was actually gonna be the same thing as this photo. Yeah, it looks like it's the same spot actually. So I think I'm going to skip that one if that's okay and move on. Puppy shot. Okay, so I can already tell. I can already tell that most of the presets for this one, without even trying them, I can already tell that most of them are gonna look good with this photo. I'll tell you why. Because the shallow depth of field means that if I'm adjusting elements that are affecting the way that things look in the background, you can't really tell anyways. And we're dealing with a subject here that doesn't have like natural skin tones. It's a dog. So no matter which way the colors kind of get yanked, you can kind of reel it in kind of however you want. And the sun in the background is just like a wow. Okay, well obviously, let's go for the 4x5 here. Let's see if we can get this on a vertical. This is a gorgeous dog. I love this puppy. Whose puppy is this? Like that. God, this is a good shot. Okay, and now let's see. I can guarantee it. Moody. Moody as heck. Moody as heck. Yeah. That one's great. Look at that. The sun bouncing off the back of the little puppy's head. This one's great. Look at that. Oh, puppy. Yeah, like every single one of these is workable. Maybe not the yonder, but animals, man. You can do whatever you want. Kind of. Kind of. I think I like the overgrown. This like natural green. It's like accentuated, you know? Wow, that looks great already. If I was a lazy as heck photographer, I'd just be like, that's good. But I'm not. So we're gonna just fix it up. It's pretty good already. It's pretty good already. Not gonna lie. So let's go contrast. I am noticing I'm gonna have to do some noise reduction on the face. There's some grain in this photo. I don't have grain in here, do I? Get rid of the grain. No, I don't. Right? No grain. Okay, so let's get rid of noise reduction. Oh, so much better. Look at that. It just sucked it right out. Love it. Okay. Contrast, highlights. Let's lower the highlights. Yeah, this is such a cute dog. Whose dog is this? Confess. Confess right now. This is gonna turn into a better senior photo than the photo I just edited for that senior. Wow, beautiful shot. Gorgeous. Cute pup. Can we just edit puppy pictures all day? You know what? Whatever. Whatever it takes. Yeah. Maybe we'll just do a day where we edit puppy pictures, you know? I don't know how to get like... You see, but if I just ask for like a slew of puppy pictures to edit, I'm just gonna get like so many. It's gonna be so overwhelming. I'm gonna get so many pictures, so many submissions, I'm not gonna know which ones to do. Okay, so this edit is wild. Clarity, yeah, let's clarity up. Just a smidge. Hashtag just a smidge, everybody. Yeah, like that. Wow, the bokeh and the sun rays. It's so good. This is so good. Somebody step forward and claim this dog. Whose cute as heck dog is this? Next time I'll do like a submission form where I can capture names too, so that I know whose photos these are. Cute puppy. Ah! No, I actually think I like it a little bit darker like that. Yeah, we could do that. Ah! Cute dog. The yellows I'm really happy with. The midtones, I think we can maybe pull it even a little bit red. Lean into that sun a little bit. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Ah, I'm dead! This is such a cute photo! I should have saved this one for last. This one is so fun. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with those primaries. Or maybe the green one. Yeah, let's pull the green down just a little bit. Like right there. Yeah, okay. Oh, What do we think? Let's look at before, after. This is a great shot and edit. Look at that. I can still see a little bit of grain in the background above the dog's head, but I'm not gonna worry about it because your focus is just snapped straight to that dog. It's all you look at in this photo, and the dog is impeccably detailed. And the sun bouncing off the back of his head. I think it might be just be a little bit blown out, those highlights, but I'm just really happy with it, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. If I were to go in and do anything, I would maybe try to get rid of this element on the bottom here. It's looking just a little bit distracting. And I would try to brighten up the dog's eyes just a little bit because I think they are brighter here. I think the darkness around the eyes is pretty fitting for this dog because I think these kind of like the eye region is just a little bit darker, but I'd like to make the eyes themselves pop just a little bit. Great image though. Cute. Yeah, James, same. Okay, next. All right, so this is the guitar photo I mentioned earlier that's got, I can already see like greens in the shadows here. And I'm not sure what that's gonna do once we start toying around with it, but let's find out, shall we? Cool. Okay, let's see what we got. Again, when you're working with subjects that are isolated and that don't have skin tones you need to worry about, you can really just kind of do whatever you want, you know? That's what I love about this shenanigans. It's so flexible. It's so flexible. That looks good. I like the blues and the shadows there. It's kind of tilted. No, the green is still there. In the background though, it's changed to a little bit of a blue color and I like that. I don't know. This might not need much, this photo. Maybe I do this one from scratch really quick and just see what I get up to. Let's take the highlights down, exposure up a little bit, contrast, leave it alone for now. Let's pull those shadows a little bit towards pink. Like that. Okay. I think the pink was a mistake, I can already see it. Yeah, let's lose the pink. Or no, it's kind of there by itself. It's not really me. Alex just tossed a couple of shots into the submission site. Not raw, but possibly still fun. Okay, Alex, if I make it through, if I make it through all of these, I will take a look at those. Or if we take a break, I'll see if I can load some of those in. Okay. There's only like 3 colors in this shot, which is kind of surprising. It's like the skin tone colors. Let's just play around with the primaries and see where this kind of throws us. Definitely don't like that. I'm okay with it a little bit red. A little orangey. You like that? Okay. None. Is this an iPhone shot? No, this is a Canon. This is taken out of Canon. A CR2. Midtones. I think I want to pull this a little bit orange because it was quite green before. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make it moody. Ooh, the blue looks good. Kind of. It did, and then I looked at it again. I second guessed myself. Yeah, the orange. I think the orange. There we go. Okay, it's like red and stuff now. I'm good with that. I'm just not gonna mess with the highlights because I think the highlights look pretty soft and natural already. I might lower them just a little bit though. Like that. Okay, let's grab the global and go a little bit blue to try to balance out some of that orange a little bit, just because I'm afraid it's a little bit too intense, and lower the luminescence a little bit. Okay, let's look at before, after. Okay. The highlights, I think there's just like there's no information here in the side of the guitar. I thought there was a spider crawling on me. It's so bright there. Yeah, it's like I don't think I can rescue that. It's so splotchy. So we'll just have to do our best with what we've got. I can lower a little bit and save some of the texture, the whites, just a little. It's a pretty dark photo already, but I'm not sure if I want to lean into the dark. I think I want to raise it just a little bit like that. Yeah, let's lose the clarity. We can texture just, yeah, let's lose texture too. Dehaze. Before, after. I don't know. This photo, I feel like you could roll with it in a couple of different directions with it. I've certainly chosen a route. Lower the whites just a little bit more. Yeah. I would personally probably spend more time with this photo, but let's move on. Okay, a couple shot. And we're back with those skin tones now. Oh, yeah, the overgrown looks really good with those greens. Let's go with the overgrown again. And let's brighten it up. Lower highlights and whites. This looks like a happy photo, so let's like that. Lovely. Actually, I think I want to lower the exposure, and then I'll pull the highlights and the whites back up just a little bit. Shadows, just a little bit. And again, I want to focus on the couple here, so I think I'm going to invert that, lower the exposure, and make them pop just a little bit. Lovely. Okay, let's grab that green and make it more green, like that. Or no, let's just even it out. Yellows, we can go a little bit green with that. Like right there. Skin tones, how are the skin tones looking? They look fairly natural right now. I'm gonna bump the orange a little bit closer to yellow. And that looks fine. Lower that. Shadows. Let's make it just a little, not too whimsical as much as the deer shot that we did earlier, but just a little bit. A little whimsical. And then highlights, I think we'll just leave those as is. Balance it out. I think we can afford to go a little bit to the right, make it a little bit yellow. Noise reduction a little bit. Profiles. No, I like the isolation without it. That's fine too. Primaries. Skin tones, let's not mess with the skin tones. Okay, let's go a little bit green with those. And actually let's pull the saturation up. I was gonna go it the other way, but let's try it this way for now. Blue, I'm gonna leave the blue the slider alone, but adjust the saturation. I'm gonna pull it down just like 23. Okay, now let's see if we can get some fun stuff going with these graduated filters here. I'd like to brighten up the sky without affecting their heads, if that makes sense. Yeah, dehaze, texture, sharpness down. Let's keep contrast, highlights, whites, shadows, blacks, everything. Too much? Did I go too? I think I'm a little overboard. I've gone a little overboard here. This one's tricky. The sky. I want to save some of the detail in the leaves there, but I want to make it look whimsical. Okay, and then obviously let's darken up the foreground. There's not much foreground there, but we really need these people to pop. Like that. And actually, I think we could do the same thing with the sides. Make it like a V so that I can really just like snap them in. Let's look before, after. I think the highlights on the top are a little too intense, so I'm gonna stretch it and then move it up further, like up here. So it looks kind of like sunray-y, but not like it's doing anything crazy. Actually, I think I want to sharpen the couple too. Let's duplicate that, do that, and let's sharpen it. Invert. Add some more texture. Not too much though. Texture. A little clarity. A little bit of that. Sharpness. Smidge. Just a smidge. Hashtag just a smidge. Before and after. Lovely shot. Lovely shot. This is great. I think we did good. It's kind of like that halo effect, you know? Like it's very isolating. The framing is actually doing a lot of the work here. Like without any of the edits. Very naturally with the trees on either side. That's what's nice about taking photos inside of apple orchards. I've been in a few myself. One. I've been in one myself. No. Yeah, one that I can remember at least. I've been in one myself and they plant those trees in straight lines. So it doesn't take much. It's taken at a clever angle, so it's close to the ground, a little bit off to the left, so that it's not straight down the lane, and you've got really nice isolating trees on either side. This was a well-taken shot. The photograph is doing the work here, not my edit. If I were to really spend some more time with this, I would adjust the skin tones a little bit. They're too bright. I'll think just a smidge. Just a smidge, just a smidge, just a smidge. Yeah, I think they pop a little too much now. I'd probably adjust that, but I think I'm happy with that right now. So let's move on. Ah! Ah! Kills me. Kills me. Cute. Cute. I think that's the crop I want to go for. Let's see what overgrown looks like. Oh, that looks like a movie, doesn't it? That looks like a movie. That's different, isn't it? Let's play with it. That's wild. Yeah, okay. This looks like it's a horror movie now. Fun. Whatever, let's have fun with it. Okay. Let's raise the blacks. Let's make it a little softer. This is wild. I am so sorry if you were expecting, whoever submitted this photo, I'm so sorry if you were expecting this to go a different direction, but this just got so fun. Yeah, it's spooky. You know, whatever. Spooky's cool. This has taken a turn, yes. Is it unfortunate? We don't know yet. We'll find out, won't we? I'm going for like a cinematic look now because that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm liking about this. So we're gonna go cinema. Should we go for like a 1920 cinema cut? Yeah, why not? This one doesn't have to be for Instagram. I'm just gonna Yeah, 1920. That can be fine. Let's pretend this is a frame from a movie. Okay. I'm gonna darken up the bottom. Movie poster vibes. I kind of have that going. I kind of have that theme. Every once in a while I'll edit a photo and it's well, I don't know about that. Let's not make assumptions, okay? I'm sure they're perfectly innocent. Gosh. Yeah, this looks like a still frame from a movie. Who shot this? This is so good. In the movie, yeah, in the movie, of course. Yeah, I want those reds in there. Let's oversaturate that a little bit. Ooh, I like the muted. The muted's good. Yeah, that looks good there. That's fine too. The soft, this must have been taken like at sunset. The softness of the light hitting the hands in the dress. It's next level. Either that or it's the woods. The canopy is blocking a lot of the direct sun, but it's just like, wow, the lighting is so good in this. You can always tell. You can tell if it's like an amazing shot because it's just so easy to work with. Not that it should be easy, it should be a little difficult, but I knew exactly where I wanted to take this photo the second I saw it, so I'm happy about that. Let's luminance up just a smidge. I should get a just a smidge counter going. All right. Global. I think we can go a little bit blue like that. What did it look like before? Actually, I think I kind of like it a little bit orange. Yeah, let's keep it orange. Let's leave that alone and just adjust the luminance. Like that. What do we think? Looks like a before, after. That's crazy. That's crazy. This looks like such an innocent photo from like a family photo shoot or something, and then just nope. Yeah, this one turned out. Thank you to whoever submitted this. This was fun. This was such a quick edit too. Yeah, this was lovely to work with. If I were to keep going with this, I would make the subject pop a little bit more. Her head, the color of her hair kind of gets lost in the woods a little bit, and I would try to make that stand out. It is into the woods, isn't it? This is literally... That works on so many levels, James. Lovely. I'm really happy with that. Let's move on. Okay. So for the sake of time, out of the three, I think I'm just going to pick one. And I think that's going to be that one with the double exposure. And if I have time, I'll go back to the other ones because I'm really interested in this photo. So let's go for that Instagram 4x5. So let's even that out, like right there. Creepy. Okay, this is feeling a little witchy. Let's get into it. I'm rolling off the vibes from the last photo here. I can't believe this is in camera. Wicked. Yes, yes. I think we're gonna go for similar vibes as with the last one. So I'm gonna pull the curve up just a little bit and mute the shadows. I think I'm happy with highlights there. This is also another example of a well-lit image. This was obviously taken in some studio or something like that. And I'm thankful for it. Beautiful. Less to worry about. All right, lots of skin tones here, so let's not get too crazy with those. I think we can grab them and pull them a little bit towards the orange, just a little bit. Nothing there. Luminescence. Yeah, let's brighten it up to just that, and lower the orange. Saturation. I'm happy with the saturation there, I think. Let's pull the yellow down just a little bit though. Red, not doing much. This one's gonna be quick because we're kind of just working with skin tones and vibe. There's not much else really to worry about, so. Let's lower the saturation on the red. I think I maybe have lowered it too much, so let's go back. Yeah, like that. I think I'm happy with it there, actually. Yeah, I'll just pull it up. The green's up just a little bit. The vignetting is not really going to matter that much because it's a pretty isolated photo already. But let's give it just a little, like right there. Noise reduction, sure, why not? Sharpening, it's fine. And the global. Let's go a little green, actually. Let's go green. Just to help balance out some of the redness in it. Like that. Let's look at before. After. Okay. I'm really liking the color on the nails in particular. It's just that those little pops of color is really just, it's really breaking up the whites in the shirt of the girl in the back. And they're really popping. That's wonderful. This is a great photo. I'm just blown away that this was taken in camera. I thought this whole time I've been seeing this photographer's work. And this whole time I thought it was achieved in Photoshop, but this is just in camera art. I love it. Well done. Moving on. Yes. Okay. Drone forest. I'm excited about this one because I've never touched up a drone shot before, so this will be fun. Okay, so obviously there is a really demanding crop here, and that is the straight lines. Look at that. That looks pretty well balanced. Like right there. No, I think I want it a little bit left. Yeah. Oh, and it's so snowy. Matches my vibe. I'm tempted to edit this as if I was editing for my Instagram account because I desperately want a photo like this on my Instagram account. But I think it would be more interesting if I didn't do that. So, you know, the auburn look isn't bad here. The water's looking a little copper. Let's go with that. It gives it some character, some depth. Let's keep that as is. Lower that, contrast like that, highlights. I'm already seeing there's some filters at work here. This one on the bottom. Let's ditch that because it's different. This one though, let's darken up the left and the right side. Let's duplicate that and make the waterfall or the river itself pop just a little bit. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, Okay, this is looking good. Actually, I want to stretch this one just a little bit. Stretch. And this one. Let's stretch it too, like that. Groovy. Okay. Blacks. Whites. Let's keep the whites up on this one, like that. Shadows. Oh, look at that quality in that water. Let's get that. Let's save it like that. Let's not get it too crazy though. I'm not gonna worry about that one. Texture is already fantastic, but let's bump it up even more. Clarity, where was it before? Let's even it out. And let's dehaze. Make it look a little bit hazy because it is quite snowy, so some natural, like, it's still snowing vibe would be great in this. So let's just keep it going. Not that. Let's grab this. Raise it just a little bit, those shadows. We're gonna lower that just a little bit. I'm trying to balance this out. Yeah, let's just leave that one alone. Okay. Hues, let's look at these hues. The red in the water, I think, is a little too red for my taste. So I would like to, yeah, a little bit more towards the orange, I think, is where it's gonna look more natural. Okay, so here we go. Like right there. Oh, this looks good. I'm already looking before, after. Wow, okay. Drone photography, y'all. Okay, shadows blue. I'm still happy with that. We can raise that luminance just a little. Let's look at highlights. I think they're yellow. And yellow was the right choice. Let's brighten them up. And then midtones. Green? No. Ah, maybe a little bit yellow for the midtones. Yeah, let's brighten that up. Look at that. Wow. Wow. And balance. Like that. A little more towards the blue, between the blue and the yellow. Noise reduction, just a little. Sharpening. And there's already quite a lot of detail here, so I'm good with that. Let's do not that. What am I doing? Let's invert it and isolate that even more, like that. I think I went a little too much. Like that. It's a little bit brighter on the right hand side, but there's more snow there. I can see more of the ground, so I'm happy with it. I think it's naturally, that looks pretty natural. The blue in the water looks cold as heck. No thank you. I think I could afford to brighten that up, the water, just a little bit. Luminescence, is that the deep blue here? No. Or is it gonna be one of the purpley ones? Ooh, that was fun. Let's grab the magenta and pull it up. I wasn't expecting the magenta to grab that. Okay, I'm cool with it. You know, whatever, I'll just leave that deep blue alone. Yeah, the post-crop vignetting is fine. It doesn't look totally jarring. Let's go from 13 to 10 there. Shadows. I'm gonna leave the shadows alone. I think this is great. Thoughts? Before, after. It's a little contrasty, I will admit. Where was it before? -8? Let's go -16. Okay, before, after. I'm happy with that. Let's move on. Thank you, Alex. It is quite cold looking. I'm sure it was too. Okay, so this is the alligator shot. So I got some wildlife here. This one, this croc or whatever, makes me a little nervous. I don't know. You kind of have to go like dark, and you can't really take shots of like creepy wildlife any other way. You can't really go bright and whimsical. You kind of have to go dark and creepy. That looks pretty good. Let's try that. Let's go for that 1920 again, because I think it just there's more to work with. I want as much gator as I can. Yeah, like that. Look at that. Okay. I like the green tones that are in this right now. The highlights are a little too crazy. And there's something at work over here. What is that? Yeah, this. Am I about to try to make this alligator? Croc, whatever you want. I don't know what this is. I'm about to make him look fluffy. And whimsical. Like that. Oh, Lord. All right. I'm going to take a hot break here. We're 2 hours in. We got an hour left to go. I'm just going to take a quick second. I'm going to refill my beverage, bathroom break and whatever, and I'll come right back, okay? I'll be right back, guys. Okay, and we're back. Did I cut music accidentally entirely? Yes, I did. It's too loud now. Welcome back, everybody. My voice is too loud now. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Okay. So change of plans. I think I'm gonna cut the stream a little bit early today, in about 20 minutes. And any photos that I don't get to, although we're actually pretty close to the end, so maybe we will get all the way through. Any photos that I don't get to today, I'll just pull into the pack for the next one whenever I decide that I want to do another one of these user submitted ones, which has been a heck of a lot of fun, by the way. Also, let me know if any of these images that I've touched up are yours and you would like them returned to you as edited. Just let me know which one was yours and I'll send it over to you, okay? Because these are, of course, your images, and I would love for you to have them if you think that I did them justice. Okay. Okay, so croc, I think I'm gonna skip the faraway croc. I'm gonna skip, yeah, I'm just gonna work on this croc here. The crop is bugging me just a little bit. Oh, hang on. There we go. We're back. Oh, I'm still in the filter. Am I? No, I'm not. Let's make this look like a whimsical crocodile. Like that. No, definitely not the blue for that. I think the shadows need to go green. No. No, the blue looks good. Pull luminance. Yeah. Have I done a lot of work to this photo already? I don't remember where I left off on this one. I jump around so much. It's my own fault. I'm happy with that. You know, whatever. This might just be a quick edit, but I'm okay with that. I think the highlights are a little blue still, so let's try to fix that. Are they? Yeah, like that. Creepy alligator. I'm cool with it. Let's move on. City shots. All right, I believe this is another phone. Is this iPhone? No. No, it's not HEIC. So we'll see. We'll see how flexible this one is. I'm gonna go for this crop. A little horizontal 4x5 here. And I do believe, James, you mentioned earlier that the city shots were yours. So let's see what we're working with here. This is the same as the steamship from earlier. This kind of looks like a painting. In a good way. Let's look at that looks like turned down. Make it look like an old photograph. It looks vintage, doesn't it? Ooh, okay. I'm good with this. Let's work with this one. So this blurring effect, I think is giving it like a nice depth of field. Well, let me grab it. What's up with that? Can I grab this? There we go. So let's feather it out even more. Like that. It's kind of a harsh line though. Let's feather it. The CN Tower from behind a small airport into... Oh, so this is Canada! I've never edited a photo from Canada before, James. This is a first for me, and I'm so honored. Unless I've accidentally edited a photo from Canada so far on the stream, but I don't think. Unless I've done one from you already. Unknown. Cheers, everyone. Okay. So I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna zoom it out though. I'm adding this haze to make it look a little, you know, I want it, the concentration should obviously be on the skyline and or the tower. So I'm gonna try and haze up the foreground without darkening it. And hopefully, or it can afford to be a little bit dark, I think, just a little bit. Yeah, it's just gonna be doing some work here. Okay, James. Huzzah! My roommate Josh showed us the spot because he said his photography friends from the Disney on Ice tour he worked on. Wow, okay. Love that spot. That's great. Yeah, this is obviously a stellar spot for composition. Yeah, the tower is obviously the standout, but there's lots of stuff going on here and it all kind of works. You're right, this is a good spot. They know exactly what they're talking about. I love that. I love this. I love it. Okay, so let's fix this tower situation here because in the before, it does stand out. So there's something, is it this? It's the filter. It's the filter, I'm sorry. Well, since the tower stretches all the way to the sky, let's get rid of it. The filter, I mean. I do want to brighten up the tower though. And the sky's too... the sky's a little... Help me! James, it would be a pleasure. Like 200%. The whole chat, yeah. We can just reserve everything as if it's like a venue or like a wedding party of some kind, you know, because they give discounted rates like hotels and stuff like that. So like, yeah, chat. Toronto? The sky does look like watercolor, and I'm not sure. I think that's me that's done that. Yeah, it looks natural before, so I need to do something to fix that. Why does it, when the before starts looking better than the after, you kind of have to wonder if you're doing it correctly. Yeah, James, for sure, for sure. There's so much I want to do with friends and stuff. Oh God, soon I hope. I've been missing people a lot this year. 2020 was just kind of like a stomach it kind of a year, you know. But you know, with everything that's happening, 2021 just kind of feels like it's starting to get to me a little bit. Noise reduction. Let's get some of the noise out of the clouds. That did work. Oh, but it yanked the detail out of the structures, so let's put it back. I'm glad I'm not the only one. And I'm not like, you know, I am taking this seriously, of course, you know, as I think everybody should be, but it is exhausting, you know. Long time, almost you know, next month is a year straight for me, at least, because I don't know, I was kind of just paying attention to the New York stuff because I was there when it happened, but it'll be a straight year for me next month, in a couple of weeks of all of this. And I'm ready for a change. I know mentally that I shouldn't be, but like physically, I think my body is just kind of craving it. It's craving some like people and socializing. Yeah. That's just me. Let me know if I'm crazy or if I'm dumb. Okay, I'm gonna lower the contrast a little bit. James is on the page. Thank you, James. Let's go shadows with towards the pink a little bit with this one. I'm really hesitant to do anything too crazy with this one. I think I just want to spruce it up. because the crazy stuff tends to get accentuated. I'm looking, wow, I'm looking specifically at that didn't look good at all. I'm looking at the sky and different things like that, and I'm hesitant to get a little too artsy with this one. I think I can make it pop, but yeah, we're just gonna be careful with it. I'd love to fix the sky a little bit, but I just don't know. It does look like a painting, like a Renaissance painting, you know? I want to brighten the sky like up to like here, but it's yanking the buildings out. So maybe I can do that with a graduated filter. But last time I did that, the tower suffered. So maybe just like a little bit like that, you know? That looks fine. If I was retouching this for like a quick thing, I think we've kept the colors pretty consistent. We've just added a little bit. Actually, that haze in the bottom is bothering me now that I'm looking at it. It's a little off center. It's a little off in general. Needs more feathering and stretching like that. Let's see what that looks like. It's better, I think. I want to make it, oh, gosh, I'm so picky. What is this doing, by the way? Fine. We can brighten that up, that's fine. Let's lower that. Hey, look at that, okay. I think the correct approach for this photo is to just not do anything too crazy for it. We've kept the sky tones very natural. It does look a little contrasty. There's definitely blue in the shadows, but I don't think most people would notice that. So I think if I pull the contrast back just a little bit, yeah. We've made this pop, certainly. It's certainly different. Moving on, because I got about 10 minutes left. Wow. Okay, this is another one from James, I believe. A swamp. Let's see what we got. And you said this is in your city park, I think is what you said earlier, which is wild. I'm assuming that bridge is straight, so let's match the bridge. Pretty close. Thinking like this. I want to keep that bridge in that top left section. Yep. Okay. It is James's photo. Wonderful. Yeah. Great. Okay. That's a look. That's a look. We could go kind of Starry Night with this one. I think I do like this one. I think we were using this one in one of the last ones. When you're dealing with things that are very like specific, like swamps, you know, you expect them to look a certain way. So if it looks a little bit different than that, you really start to notice the edit, and I would prefer that to not be the case. I want to keep things subtle, you know. Let's move the highlights down. I do think the exposure's a little high. Yeah, we can slow it down a little bit. Yeah, I just want to like shift things around. I don't want to like necessarily damage the photo, you know what I mean? Because swamps, and this isn't, I'm just calling it a swamp, but you know, it could just easily be a well-populated, you know, little river, you know what I mean? A little pond. Let's just call it a pond. With the algae and everything, like it's a very specific kind of green. And so I'm hesitant to jerk that in a direction that isn't gonna look good. But that's okay, because we're learning something about all of that, right? And that's what we're all about. We're all about education, learning, progress, process, growth, development, all of that good stuff. On the other side of this, I will be a better artist. So, challenge accepted. The most algae-full pond you've ever seen. I added the ever for dramatic effect. It looks quite, like I said, populated. Yeah, but there's something like whimsically natural about it. How many times in the stream have I said whimsical? Gosh. If I was large enough to require merch, like we would be we'd be about 5 shirts in at this point. That's the attitude we love. Yes, thank you, James. Thank you. Okay, let's darken that up. The highlights are bugging me just a little bit, but I think there is a filter working here, so let's try if we can fix that. Okay, let's keep the sky bright but not too crazy. And I do wanna zero in on James is my merch coordinator. He's on top of it. Get at it, James. Let's texture up the bridge a little bit. I want it to pop and the exposure a smidge. Yeah, like that. Just a little bit. Just a smidge. Make it whimsical, wicked. I might get in trouble for the wicked one. As long as I don't have any witches on it, right? And to be honest, there have been some pretty witchy goings-ons in this one, so oh lord. Okay, so I'm just gonna call it good on that one for now. I think I'll probably go back to that a little bit later off stream because I want some more to do with it. But let's end the stream on the castle. On the castle. Let's get at it, James. I think this is your photo again. And I would really, yeah, wow. This one's good. Look at that. Look at you, James. The subject isolation here is nuts. Look at that. And there's different textures and all of that. Wow, 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 wow. I really wanted to edit that one. I can't edit this one from scratch because I don't have time. I literally have to log out at like 8:30 on the dot. So let's go with overgrown again. Lovely. Okay, so as the stream is finishing up here, guys, I just wanted to remind you that my presets, y'all, it may just seem like a little, like a quick little thing that I've done, but it took me a long time to put that together. And yeah, I'm totally thrilled that it's out in the public because I've been hanging on to that project for a little bit. So presets are now available. There is a link in the description down below. And if you are subscribed to the newsletter, there's an extra little spiffy discount in that newsletter. And if you sign up, you get an email straight away with the discount code that you can use to apply towards those presets. And it is available for either for desktop, mobile, or you can get them both together in a discounted pack, the complete Auburn collection. And if you're not into paying for presets, y'all, if you just want to experiment and you want to fiddle around, there is a free preset on my store right now. It's the Chewy Blue preset. It's one of the first ones I developed. It's outside of New York. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with that one. It's taught me a lot of lessons, that preset, actually. Yeah, and I'm really proud to have that one free. It's free for that purpose, for experimentation, because I spent a lot of money when I was first starting out on presets and different things like that, because I just didn't know how any of this stuff worked, and I thought that I needed to spend money to learn how to make things happen. And so that preset is kind of the embodiment of an effort that I'm trying to make things a little bit more accessible, because I think that everybody's got a little bit of artist in them, and if they're interested in photography, for example, then it's even that more accessible. Lightroom is an app that you can download on your phone for free. I have heard from some other people that it's a little more limited than I thought it was, but it's a great place to start. And that Chewy Blue preset that you can download for free off of my store, it works with mobile. The Chewy Blue preset pack comes with a mobile and a desktop version. Just make sure you're following the mobile installation instructions for that, and you can start experimenting. Yeah. Thank you, James. The few photos I take are decent. James, everything you do is far above decent, James, and we all know that, so don't sell yourself short. A little bit pink. A little bit blue. Wow. Also, just as a finishing reminder, my poetry book, An Inch of Whiskey. There's a link in the description down below. It's $10 off right now. It's the cheapest it's ever been, ever. 25 bucks. It's basically printing costs, you know? James, your ego deserves it. I'll tell you that right now. And if no one's told you that before, shame on everybody else. I'll see that hair toss in person one of these days, James. I can't wait. What was I talking about? An Inch of Whiskey. Yeah, guys, go pick it up. I'll sign it for you. There's an option at checkout. What else? What else is exciting? Yeah, I feel like I've done a good work here. I've just kind of made it pop. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling for this. Done. Look at that. All right, so let's rifle through these quick. A nice whimsical deer shot here. If I were to go back, yeah, I said I was going to go back and fix the highlighting here on the top, and I do want to do that, but it might be an off-stream thing, or I'll save it for next time. The steamboat, lovely shot, lovely image. The fog was a little bit tricky to work with, but I think we made it work. I think we've done a pretty good job. That's the before, that's the after on that. Excuse me. Cabin shot. A little trickier to work with than I thought. There was a lot of elements in it. There was lots of the green, or sorry, the orange, yellow, and red tones. There was a lot more of that than I was expecting, and so it was kind of pulling the image in different directions. It was hard to nail down. This one was hard to work with, but thank you, James. It is a gorgeous boat. Yeah. Yeah, I love those ships. Living in Marquette, I can see the coastline from my apartment, and I can just see them coming in from, you know, offshore and stuff, and it's like, it's so fun to watch them just like get larger in the distance and all that. Yeah, it's fun. I love the ships. Anyways, yeah, this photo was hard to work with. I don't quite feel like I've nailed this one, but that's okay because I can return to it later if I want. Yeah, some shoreline photos. These are the iPhone shots that really surprised me. The bridge in particular. This one was crazy. This is a great shot. iPhones, people. Y'all, professional camera in your pocket. We're closing that gap every day with technology. It's wild. Graduate photo, please let me know if this is your photo and if they would approve of that. I think I skipped that one. And the puppy shot, y'all. Puppies are great. Shots even better. Lovely shot. And like I said, I think I said this before, the photograph is really doing the work here. The edit is just accentuating it. The shot is wonderful. Well done on that shot, whoever did that. Guitar. This is another one. I don't feel like I quite nailed it, but it's good. I feel like the guitar, you could adjust it to fit within certain looks on a pre-existing Instagram. Like, I just kind of picked one and ran with it, but you can, it's really flexible. I think you could probably force it to look like something and make it fit. Yeah. Love you, James, so much. Couple shot. Lovely. Apple orchard. This is lovely. Yeah. I would probably, if I were to go back and retouch this, I would be a little bit less intense with the highlighting and all of that jazz. Okay, I think I have some extra time actually, so I might keep editing. We'll see what we feel. Yeah, I'm noticing the couple is popping just a little bit too much. I think I made the shadows too intense on the sides, but overall, I think it's a great shot. Let's look at the before and the after. And like I said, this is the one that I think I said this about. The shot is really doing most of the work here. The framing and the isolation of the subjects is already there. Like, all the effort that I'm doing is it's just layered on top of all of that already. James, is the couple a Sabrina original? I believe this shot was actually taken by somebody else. I think this is I think Josh has been in the chat before. This is his shot. I don't think he's here with us today, but this is his photograph. And I think the dog picture is actually his as well. This one, I believe this is a Josh shot as well. I wish it was here because I wish it was here. I'd love to talk to him about some of these images. These shots, I think this is Sabrina. I know this is Sabrina, that's Sabrina, this is Sabrina, and the crocodile is Sabrina as well, because she sent these to me separately. Yeah. I skipped some of the other shots from her. This one, I think I really got I think this one, I'm really happy with the tones here. It's very witchy. And like I said, those fingernails are just selling this whole thing. Yeah, I don't know if it was the model's choice to do the fingernails that color or not, but wow, they're really, it's amazing to me how little details like that can really just make an image like that much better. And although this is a wonderful image, like if Sabrina, if you're here watching, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful capture. I'm so impressed that this was done all in camera, but the nails for me are really holding this thing together. And yeah, it's wonderful. Drone shot. This one turned out great. I love this. I would put that on my Instagram right now. Looks great. Okay. I skipped that one. I skipped that one. I'll return to those later. Crocodile shot. Lovely. This would make a good wallpaper. It would. That's what I'm looking for. That hazy. This was the part that I was having a hard time replicating in one of the earlier photographs with the cabin, I think. Is this like hazier, brighter upper half to make like the sunlight look a little bit more moody. This was hard to replicate, but in this photo, it's working very well. And James, of course, for your images here at the end. This one looks good. Yeah, like I said, we've gone for a simple edit on this one, but the colors are really popping, or not colors, the structures, sorry. Structures are really popping. We've really accentuated this photograph. Yeah, and we've isolated the buildings. It looks good. Looks good. And with the swamp, I want to do more work to this one. I can tell you that already. The highlights in the top half of this photo are really bothering me, but I moved on from this. But there's lots to work with here. I could continue to play with that. And the castle. I was rushing the swamp because I wanted it. The pond, sorry. I said I was going to start calling it a swamp. I was rushing the pond because I wanted to get to the castle. And the castle is lovely. There's so much texture in that. Wow, does it keep doing that? There's so much texture in the actual castle walls itself. How often do you guys see castles? I was studying abroad in Vienna while I was in university. And we did quite a few tours outside of Vienna, and we got to see a bunch of architecture just like this, like castles and all these different kinds of things. And at the time, I wasn't really taking photography seriously. I was just taking pictures on my phone, you know? So I wish I had some raw files, some really editable images from that time period. I'll just have to go back, I guess. Who wants to come with me? Chat? I love castles. Okay. So let's isolate. Let's just continue to work on the castle a little bit, and then we'll close out the stream. This is the song. This is the Rent song, the one that sounds like Rent. Do you guys hear that chord progression? It's like a ripoff. Wild. Let's change it. Look at my face for a second. Raid all the castles, y'all. You know how fun it would be to do a D&D night instead of a castle? Anybody know any free available? Free and available, both requirements. Castles anywhere in Michigan? Yes, James. What am I doing? I'm changing the music. I just like, this song irks me. I don't know why. Doesn't feel good. Let's start it off at the top again. Up here. Yes. While I'm here on my computer, I'll go ahead and show you guys. In addition to the presets that I've done, I updated the website just a little bit. So when you load in my website, shabbyjohn.com, this is what pops up here. And if you go under the store tab, I've updated this a little bit. I've made it just a little bit more simple because I was kind of consolidating too much. So I've spread it out a little bit. So I have an option for print shop. There's a presets option now. The wallpaper collections are now in a separate spot. The Inch of Whiskey book, of course. And there's a separate one on the bottom here that's for free stuff. If you click on free stuff, this is a quick link to everything that I offer on my website that is currently free, including that custom chewy blue preset for Lightroom, mobile, and desktop. I have a brand new, I didn't announce this one, I have a brand new mobile wallpaper 2-pack It's got the fuel and heavy wallpapers, and the heavy one is a brand new one. That one hasn't been shown yet, but fuel is familiar to some people, I think. So you can download that, 2 free wallpapers for your phone, and then of course the less traveled one. One of the least successful It's still up there though, it's still up there. So yeah, so that's free stuff. You can go to shybejohn.com/free. And you'll pull up this page and you can just add everything on this list to your cart and you just get some free stuff to play around with. How fun is that? That's the last time I'll pitch stuff on the stream, by the way. So thank you for sitting through that. Lightroom again. James, Casa Loma can be rented out in the evenings after the museum closes? I don't know anything about any of the stuff you just said, but I'm intrigued. So please do send me details about that. What better place to socially distance game night than a castle, right? I love it. Okay. Okay, I think I want to play around with some of the primaries here. That's this castle? James? We could be playing D&D in this castle right now? Oh, heck. All right, I'm gonna need to talk to you off stream. Okay, let's adjust it. Yeah, some of these colors, let's just tweak them a little bit. Nothing unnatural. We'll just make it look a little spiffy. They use it to film a crap ton of. They film movies in this? Oh, lovely. I wonder how much it is to rent. Could you imagine if we approach them and we're like, hey, we want to rent this castle? They're like, oh, which movie are you filming here? And we're like, no, we just want to play D&D. If I was managing that castle, I would just be like, done. We'll give it to you for free. We're not even going to charge you. Great idea. I would, if I owned this castle, I would rent it out for free to D&D groups in particular. Free access. Let's reduce some of the noise. This is turning into a lovely photograph. Lovely edit, sorry. Photograph itself is great already. Some of the blues down here are bothering me. See that? Right over here. What's going on with that? It's just sky. The skies. Gotta change the sky color. Saturation. Nope. Aquas. Green. I don't know what that is. They're not so generous. Thank you for looking into that, James. We might just have to build a castle of our own. And then we get to decide who gets to play D&D inside of it. I'm just gonna raise that's kind of fixing it, the luminescence on the blue, so I'm just gonna change it. The saturation I'll pull down just a little bit. James, I have to say, this is a great shot. This is another example of framing and isolation and subject isolation. You've really done a nice job here. Like, the photo already looks good by itself. $20,000? Worth it. You're exactly right. 100% worth it. I should start a donation counter on the live stream for D&D night in that castle. You know how fun that would be? You got it, James. You got it. I'm really not sure what else. Yeah, it's a castle. You have to. Do people not do this already? think I'm gonna darken up the foreground a little bit, although the wall here is lovely to look at. Oop. Upside down. I just want to castle the pop even more like that. You can still see the texture there, so I don't think I butchered it. Let's do the same thing with the trees on the side. Just a little. Yeah. Lovely. This is looking like it's a little bit more in the sunset now. Like blue though, why is that blue popping like that? You see that down there? What's it doing? What's your deal, blue spot? Can we just like yank it out? Medieval Times and save 20 grand. Does Medieval Times do like rentals? Can I just brush that out? I want to brush it. Where's the spot? Healing. This one, yeah. That's not gonna work. No. Thank you, James. I'm really honored that you allow me to touch this up. Who knows? We've got a lot of research to do, James. You know, I'm just not gonna worry about that little spot. Look at that, lovely. We did good. All right. Battery's running low here. The city shot would have been fun to touch up as well, but I think I'm just gonna have to save those for next time. Yeah. Guys, thank you oh so much for submitting your photos to be edited by me on this live stream. It has been so fun touching all of these up for you. Yeah, if anybody watching wants any of these photos delivered to them, just let me know and I'll just send them back your way. I think it keeps track of everybody who dropped files in via email address, so I think I should have those for you. I don't know, just let me know. Via DM or something like that on social media, whatever. I'm trying to think. I talked about the presets, I talked about the book, I talked about the free stuff. Really chill, really chill session here today, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. I thought this was a fun idea, and I hope that you guys have fun with it. Yeah, just touching up some user-submitted photos. I love it. I would love to be able to do these as often as the monthly giveaway live streams. But if I did, I would just have such a backlog of, because I really use the editing live streams as a way to force myself to edit the photos that I actually need to edit. I would just have a backlog of like so many images. Thank you so much, James. I really appreciate you. And Michelle, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll be doing another one of these again in the future, and the images that I didn't get to on this one, I'll make sure that I add to the pile for the next one. But you guys will hear. I'll announce the next time I'm doing one of these live streams during one of the live streams, so you guys will know that this is coming again in the future. And if you're following me on like any social media, like Instagram or Facebook, my Facebook page or whatever, then you'll see the announcement there as well. Yeah, Scary Woods. This one was like, this was a standout. I don't know. I like to imagine that the person who submitted this photo just opted out of the stream the second they saw what I was doing to it. It's wicked. Alex, this was fun. I will try to get out and get more good ones to upload. Yeah, definitely. I'm sorry, Alex. I didn't have time to grab any of the photos that you submitted. But I will add those. The ones that you've added already, I'll add to the pile for the next one. And then, yeah, I'll open up. I'm gonna close out that submission page for now, but just keep tabs on some of the images that you take if you think they're really good. And then when I open up the next submission page, then just throw them right in. yeah, it'll be a different thing. I won't keep that one open long term. I'm just gonna close that one out after the stream's done. So, y'all, this was so fun. Thank you again for another like lively live stream. It is so great. Yeah, I love it. Like I said earlier, we're closing the gap. We're closing the gap to 100 subscribers on this YouTube channel, which is straight up wild. I think I talked about it a little bit last week, but when I started taking this a little bit seriously, it was over the summer when I had moved back to Michigan, sort of unofficially, and I think I was sitting at about, at the time I was sitting at about 38 subscribers or something like that, and I made it like a notable effort to put lots of work in on my art this year and to push a lot of that content towards the video space in this channel, and the live streams I think have been amazing with that. But yeah, only 5 subscribers to go from that milestone. I think I might have to panic and come up with a way to like celebrate that somehow. Even if it's just another live stream, I don't know, but yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been great putting the effort in, and the results really speak for themselves. I've been putting the work in, and here we are, close to 100. I love it. I will eventually start. I've been really enjoying the live stream format, and I will be, of course, continuing to do these every week as often as I can, but I will start weaving the regular videos back into the schedule a little bit. I'm just quite busy with some other stuff that I'll talk about with you guys later, but other projects and such. Anyways, guys, this has been so fun. Thank you so much again for hanging out with me, cheering me on, for submitting your photos. It has been so great. Y'all do some great work, I have to say. Yeah. Well done. Let's take another quick look at this ominous child. There she is in all her glory. I love it. All right. And that's where the stream ends, you guys. Links in the description down below. Please do check all of that stuff out. I would love for you guys to check out some of the free stuff that I've got available. Yeah, the preset in particular. Like I said, if you're curious about editing or any of that stuff, all of that stuff is there for you. And if you're a little intimidated by, there is some installation shenanigans with some of the preset stuff. If you're a little bit worried about that, have no fear, because I've put together video tutorials on how to install the presets for desktop and mobile. There's links on the product page on the website for each of those. So if you need some help with that, it's already there for you. And if you need any questions, if you need any help, or if you have questions or anything like that, just reach out. Yeah, I'm happy to respond. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for another excellent live stream. It's been so great having you here. This has been great. Really nice and chill. Love it, you guys. Cheers. Have a good evening.